Welcome viewers in my channel Physics Made Easy. We are discussing optics topic in which refraction. We have discussed prism, glass slab, total internal reflection, mirrors, etc. Today we will discuss about lenses. What are lenses? How many types of lenses? How converging and diverging action of the lens takes place, and many other definitions and facts regarding lenses. So stay connected with me. So let's see, what do you mean by lens? Lens is a homogeneous, transparent, bounded medium. It is bounded by the two surfaces which are curved, both the surfaces are curved, or one plane and other curve. Curved surface is mainly spherical in 95% lenses, otherwise it may be paraboloidal or cylindrical. So what is lens? Lens is a transparent homogeneous medium bounded by two curved surface. How many types of lenses? We know that if the lens is shown like this, that is thinner at the edges and thicker at the middle, then this lens is called convex lens. Similarly, if the lens is thicker at the edges and thinner at the middle, then this is called concave lens. Cave means the cave like structure on both sides. This is cave, this is cave. Here this is bulging, this is bulging. So this is convex, this is concave. Mainly these two types of lenses we have in our syllabus, but further classification of lenses, that this convex lens, both the surfaces I have taken here, this is the first, this is second, they are curved. This lens is also called convexo-convex lens or double convex lens or biconvex lens. All the names mean this convex lens. Similarly here, this can be said as concave lens, double concave lens or biconcave lens. Okay. Further classification, if you see that a convex lens has one plane surface and other convex, then this is called plano-convex lens. As per its name, look, first surface name plane, first surface is plane, so first word is plano, and this is convex, so convex, plano-convex lens. Here also you can see that plano-concave lens. So the first surface is plane, second surface is concave. So this is plano-concave lens. Similarly, the other, both the surfaces, if you see that they are curved, but first one is convex and the other one is concave. This one, look. If I draw this one, so this is convex, this is concave. So what is its name? Convexo-concave. So learn how to write the name as per the first and second surface, first and second word. Similarly here, if first surface is concave and other surface is convex, so how to draw? Look, this is convex and concave, and this is like this one, if you see from this side. So this is this one, okay. But what is the main thing you should note down, that convex lens is thinner at the edges and thicker at the middle. Then all the types of further classification of convex lenses, they are thinner at the edges, thicker at the middle, thinner at the edges, thicker at the middle. Similarly here, thicker at the edges and thinner in the middle. What is its name? concavo, convex. This surface is convex, this is concave. So its name is concavo convex lens. So how to recognize name, or if the name is given, how to draw the lens? I told you in this way, convex and concave. Now we will see focal lengths or foci and radii of curvature of lenses. As we have seen, mainly two lenses, convex and concave, which we use in labs and we study about them. These are the various types of other lenses in which not both the surfaces are similar. Here both are convex, both are concave. Normally we deal with these two, but in the rest of the other lenses, one is convex, other is plane, or one is concave, other is convex. Okay. Since lens is made up of two curved surfaces, normally we see that first surface, suppose we talk about the convex, so this is the first curved surface. If you complete the sphere of this surface, then the center of the sphere is the center of curvature, and midpoint of this surface is called pole, and line joining this pole and center of curvature, suppose this is C1, this is called principal axis. Okay. So convex lens has two curved surfaces. So for first curved surface, if this is C1, center of curvature on this side, and the other curved surface is this one, and suppose by completing the circle, its center of curvature, its center, that is called center of curvature, C2 for the second surface, comes here. So this convex lens has two C1, C2 points, that is center of curvatures, two centers, two curved surfaces. So half of the distance is focal length. So here midpoint of this one from the lens, midpoint, this one be the first focus and this one be the, here this is for the second surface. So here this will be the another focus. What do you mean by the focal length? The distance between midpoint of the lens and the focus point is called focal length. I am talking about convex lens. Here if you see that in case of convex lens, if we talk about the focal length, then focus, there are two surfaces, then there will be two foci. First focus for convex lens is a point at the principal axis. Suppose this is the point. If I talk about the convex lens, then suppose this is the point at which, from which if the rays are coming at the lens like this, I have shown two rays, then after refraction they become parallel to the principal axis, then this is called the first focus of convex lens. So remember how the first focus is decided, that a point at the principal axis through which if the rays pass through the lens, then they become parallel, they emerge out parallel to the principal axis. And you know, for the concave lens, how will you draw? If this is the concave lens you have drawn, and if this is the principal axis, then a point at the principal axis is decided, is set at the focus. Then how will you say first focus of concave lens? You will see that the converging set of rays is incident on a concave lens. You know, converging, they will meet at certain point here, but when they pass through the lens, then they become parallel to the principal axis. The rays coming out, emerging out from the lens become parallel to the principal axis. Then such rays which appear to meet at the principal axis at the common point, this common point is the first focus of concave lens. Mainly we are concerned with the second focus. What is second focus of convex lens? Then for the second focus, if you see that this is the principal axis, then the rays parallel, light rays parallel to the principal axis, they are converge, they meet at a common point at the principal axis, that is called the second focus. So how to learn? A point at the principal axis through which the light ray after passing through the lens become parallel to the principal axis, first focus, and reverse of that, light rays parallel to the principal axis after passing through the lens are converged at the point which is called second focus in case of convex lens. What about concave lens? You draw the concave lens and you see that if the light rays are coming parallel to the concave lens, then what happens? After passing through concave lens, they are diverged like this. Then on extending back, suppose this is the principal axis, then on extending back, they are supposed to be meeting at the common point on the principal axis, then this is second focus. We are mainly concerned in the numerical and as well as in the theory that second focus is the focus of convex and concave lens. If in a numerical it is given the focal length of convex lens is 10 centimeter, then you will measure that this distance is 10 centimeter and which sign you will take in the direction of incident ray, because you will consider f2, then you will write this will be plus 10 focal length. For a concave lens of focal length 10 centimeter, then you will take this distance and you will write minus 10 centimeter. What I mean to say that concave lens has virtual focus because the rays are extended back to meet at the principal axis. So this focus is not real, this is virtual. And why minus sign? As per sign convention, this distance is measured from the lens against the incident ray. So this is minus. This distance is measured from the lens in the direction of incident ray for this point f2. So convex lens has real focus, focal length is positive. Concave lens has virtual focus and focal length is written with negative value. What is the reason behind the converging action of convex lens and diverging action of concave lens, as we have seen converging and diverging action? Look, if the convex lens, as I told that convex lens is thinner at the edges and thicker at the middle, then if this is the principal axis, we can suppose that this is the first portion of the lens. Then suppose here I rub the lens portion and I draw another portion. Okay, this one, then I rub certain portion. I am showing here that the lens is supposed to be made up of such portions of the which I have shown here. Okay, this is. So these portions are, if I have divided the lens in such portions, then you can see that this is like the prism, clear cut, and this is the another portion of the prism. Lens, convex lens is supposed to be made up of such prisms having their bases towards the principal axis. So it is thinner at the edges and thicker at the principal axis, towards the principal axis side. What happens at the prism when the light ray comes at the first reflecting surface after refraction and it comes out through the second reflecting surface, deviating towards its base, it's bending it towards its base. So light ray bends towards the base for a prism. Then look here, if the light ray is here at this surface, here, similarly this is the light ray, all the rays which I am showing here parallel to the principal axis. What happens after passing through the various portions of the prisms as I have shown? they are supposed to be deviated and passing through the same point. I am showing here this one. Okay, this one is also, this is the principal axis I have shown, this one. Similarly here, this light ray after passing through the prism will pass through here and it will pass through here. So convex lens is supposed to be made up of prisms having their bases towards the principal axis, and at the prism when light ray falls, then it comes out bending towards the base. This is the reason behind the converging action of the convex lens. So all the rays are meeting, collecting at certain point at the principal axis. That's why this is called converging action. What about the concave lens? If I am showing here concave lens, which is thicker at the edges and thinner at the middle, then what happens? Mainly if I show the concave lens is supposed to be made up of two prisms, then having these prisms having their bases outer side of the lens, that is towards the edges, away from the principal axis. Then what will happen? If the light ray which is parallel to the principal axis, which is coming parallel to the principal axis, what will happen? It will pass through the prism and bend towards the base. Here what happens? The light ray comes at the prism and bends. This is the base, this is the base for this prism, So they are separated out after passing through the concave lens. Hence on joining back, they are supposed to be meeting virtually at this point. This is called the focus, as we have discussed earlier. So this is this separating out, this is spreading of the rays after passing through the lens. This is the diverging action of the concave lens. Now we will see what do you mean by thin lens. Normally we derive the expressions for thin lenses. We use in laboratory thin lenses. A thin lens means its thickness is negligible as compared to its radii of curvature. Look, this is the thickness of the lens. So it should be negligible as compared to the radii of curvature, and a thin lens through which the light ray passes, it remains almost undeviated or it goes straightway. Next definition I am going to give you, it is very important, that is for optical center. Optical center is a point through which the light ray passing through it is supposed to be undeviated for thin lens. But what actual is it? Look, optical center mainly divides the thickness ratio of the lens in the radii of curvature. I am telling again, optical center is a point which divides the thickness of the lens in the ratio as its radii of curvature. Here I have shown with O as optical center. Suppose the light ray is incident here at the point A1, and for the first surface A1 is joined with C1, that is center of curvature, then this is the radii of curvature or this is the normal. If you complete the sphere of the first surface, then this is the center of the sphere, and if you complete the sphere of second surface, then this is the center of curvature for the second surface. Lens has two radii of curvature, OC1 and OC2, and the midpoint of the first surface P1, midpoint of the second surface P2, then the optical center is a point when light ray incident at the first refracting surface is refracted, passes through the lens, and then it comes out from the lens like this. If it comes out from the lens like this, then almost in the same direction as in the incident ray or parallel to it. For the thick lens, it is parallel to it. Otherwise, for thin lens, it remains undeviated. What is ratio of the thickness? OP1 upon OP2, as I have mentioned here, is the ratio of radii of curvature. So this is OC1, which is said to be R1, and OC2 said to be R2. So optical center divides the thickness ratio in the ratio of radii of curvature R1 upon R2. For biconvex lens, if we have considered both the surfaces is spherical, then this is R1 by R2 as OP1 upon OP2, and optical center lies well inside the lens, but not always. For example, in plano-convex lens, plane surface, radius of curvature infinity. So first surface is plane, then what can you write here? This R1 is infinity. Then from this relation, you will write infinity upon R2. It means this OP2 or R2 will be 0. It means that optical center will be here at the second surface midpoint, that is at P2. So in plano-convex lens, optical center lies at one of the surface, that is spherical surface of the lens. What about concavo-convex lens? Since both C1 and C2, look, for this surface the sphere, for this surface the sphere, both have center of circle or a sphere on the same side. So look, when the light ray is incident at one of the points, say A1, if you join A1 with C1, then this will be the normal. The light ray bend towards the normal and comes at the second surface. This is A1, A2 is reflected ray. From A2, if you join the center of the second surface, that is C2, then this C2, A2 is normal and light ray will finally come out through this way. How to get the position of optical center? If you extend A1, A2, at what point it meets with the principal axis, that is O. What is point to be noted? That optical center is more nearer to the more curved surface. Look here, this second surface is more curved as compared to the first one. So optical center is nearer to the more curved surface. Similarly, in case of concave lens, you can see here that this surface, suppose this is the point P1 and this is the point P2. Then again OP1 upon OP2, this incident ray, refracted ray, then emergent ray. What will you find? That emergent ray and incident ray are parallel. So for thick lens, for thin lenses they will be, if you draw thin convex lens, as you normally derive the expression, for the optical center you draw the ray straightway. Similarly, for concave lens, if you draw the optical center here, then any of the ray is going through the optical center will not be deviated. These optical center here for biconvex lens well inside the lens, for plano-convex lens at the surface, and for this lens, this is convexo-concave lens outside the lens. So optical center may be inside at the surface and outside the lens, and again nearer to the more curved surface. So I hope optical center and its positions will be clear to you.